What's going on, everyone? Gelman with Wellthy Stocks, back with our daily Palantir update video, ticker symbol PLTR, where we take a look at how Palantir stock traded today, key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Palantir stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me go ahead and hit record. We'll get right into the video. It should be a quick one today. We'll take a look at, the price action for today. We'll talk a little bit about demo day that's coming up, key levels of support and resistance, and then we'll see what that could mean for the future. So, as you guys could see, another red day for Palantir. It's getting a little annoying at this point, but the good news, well, not the good news really. If we compare that to the indexes, right? Palantir, first of all, was down 96 cents, which is about 3.96%. The NASDAQ was down 1.12%. The Dow Jones was down 318 points, which is about 0.97%. And the S&P was down 0.79%, right? But if we take a look at the IWM, which is the small cap ETF, it was down about 3.63%, right? So compared 3.63 to 3.96, not too far off the IWM. So that right there is good news for us. Let's take a look at now how it traded today, and then we'll take a look at a little bit of kind of what the stock could be having, or what could be coming for the stock in the near future towards the end of the video. So pre-market, right, we're hanging out around this 2408 level. Yesterday we closed a little bit above it. That was our first level of support. Clearly we broke below it, and then right out of the gate we tried to go up into the 2408 level. Didn't have the support, so we bounced towards our 2350s level, bounced once, VWAP rejected, came all the way back down to 2336, and then we try to push up again, rejected, push up, VWAP rejected, came down, and then we were kind of flat again, try to push up, rejected by VWAP, and then came right back down. So super weak day for Palantir overall. Not only did we break below two levels, we also were not able to get above VWAP whenever we tried. Ended the day pretty close to low of day, and then also below VWAP. So not a great trading day for Palantir overall. Let's take a look at our daily chart and we'll see what we see over here. So let's take a look here, you guys, and that is, this is the daily chart. So we had this breakout happening. We pushed up from that breakout, sold off, ran into earnings loss, and the selling pressure caused by executives now being able to sell their shares due to the lockup expiration being over. And the overall market weakness took us from kind of being in the mid to high 30s to the low 20s. We tried to push up, got into the 27s, and then started selling off again. And here we are today. Now, could we potentially be seeing the start of a flag like we saw in early January? Potentially. When you guys pointed that out, I'm just going to draw this line again, not saying that this is happening just yet, right? This is a pretty aggressive looking flag if you ask me, depending on where you draw it, right? You could draw it higher, lower, whatever, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it at these levels and see how it trades. Maybe we trade within this, maybe this is the support level, maybe it's not, and we're gonna have to readjust this line to be like over here tomorrow, right? That's not what I'm worried about, but hey, maybe we can cut something again. So I'm gonna draw these lines, see how it trades, and for the next couple of days we can adjust. Now we can't always just keep adjusting, right? Because that kind of defeats the purpose of the flag. But since we're just drawing it and we're not high conviction, yes, this is a bull flag, let's draw it on, and maybe we'll change it as we go. So what do we have coming up from levels of support, levels of resistance? So the first level of support, I'm not going to count this line just yet until we can validate it somewhat. But what I'm going to do is, the first level we got is this 2248. Let me describe to you why that level is super important. For this, actually, I'm going to get rid of the drawings for a sec, and I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. And if I were to show you guys this line right here, if we go back to early January when we were kind of selling off from this high 20s to low 20s, that's where we turned around, right? 22.50. Then here, other than the day when we went all the way down to $20.18 and recovered that crazy day we had, the next day the lowest we went was 22.40, right? So again, we're at 23.26 right now, and we've got that mid 22s level coming up pretty darn closely. And I'm watching and keeping an eye on that because I think that has typically been a good level where we can find a little bit of reversal from. So that's my first level. But if we keep seeing weakness, 2150 is my next level. On the upside, as we broke through today, 2360s and then 2408s, and then after that 2539. Those are the levels we're seeing on the upside. Again, my goal remains that 89 EMA 2405. We were above it yesterday. Thought it was going to hold up as support. It clearly did not. Matter of fact, it kind of held up as resistance. So again, getting above that 2405 level and then having another EMA on top of that too, right? So right now the 2449 level is where the 8 EMA is. So if we can get above the 2405 and then 2449, then we have the 89 and the 8 EMA, and we can hopefully use those both as levels of support before we start to push up. My goal for this week would kind of be this 2539, assuming we can capture this 89 EMA and push up. If we can see that, you know, in the next day or two, then maybe higher from there, but that would be kind of my first price target would be this 25s. If we see the market turn around a little bit, markets have been weak. They've not been, you know, doing so well. All the indexes were red today, and the Fed's speaking a lot this week, so that could, you know, take us one way or the other. This is the 10-year yield, you guys. We are, you know, not looking too terrible just yet. We did make a high on kind of 317, 318, 319 late last week. In the 17s. Right now we're at the 162s, 163s. So that's good. Hopefully it keeps kind of going down just a little bit more, because that would be great for us, money flowing into the stock market rather than flowing into the bond market. And then one thing I want to quickly cover also is that on Wednesday, April 14th, just a couple weeks out, we are hoping for a double-click demo event by Palantir. They're going to talk about a couple things there. They're going to showcase their platforms used across all these industries and customers. And, you know, we've recently seen news around different customers coming out, or not coming out, right? Different new customers or new deals with existing customers like 3M, BP, PG&E, Merck, and all these companies. And so they're also going to be talking about they can use archetypes, Palantir solution to deploy end-to-end use cases in a matter of clicks, and on top of Foundry, including life sciences and industrials. So again, key here is same customers, more kind of sales, and then also attract new customers. So exciting. Could see a run into that. If it's kind of disappointing like last time, maybe we see a little bit of a sell-off. But again, remember that it doesn't have to be appealing to us, it has to be appealing to their customers. Maybe we don't like what they have to say, but the people that they're appealing to can really enjoy what they have to say. And then they've also done recent deals with AWS to be able to, you know, use Palantir on that platform. And then also the IBM deal was a great deal as well. So good things coming from Palantir. I know it's not trading like that, but I am remaining bullish on Palantir long term. Remember that all we really need, again, I'm going super long term and saying if at some point we go from kind of where we are today to the high 30s, as this black box will show you, that's a 68% return. If we go back to the 45 all-time high, which I think was just a little bit of a pump, that's about a 90% return. So again, 60% return if we can get there, 45% return, or excuse me, 94% return if we can get to the 45. I personally think that in 2 to 3 years, Palantir will be over a $100 company, potentially even, you know, $200 company. If they can keep growing in the long term, the market stays strong and people remain optimistic. That's what I'm looking at. I'm holding my Palantir Leaps long. I'm holding my Palantir shares. And look, I know it's red, but if you don't have a time expiration, meaning you don't have calls that are expiring in a month or so, I'm bullish on the company. That doesn't mean you have to be. But, you know, if you are, let me know down in the comment section what you are holding, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. I've got shares and some leaps going out to 2022 and 2023. So not, you know, a crazy amount. I think some of you guys have mentioned a lot higher amounts, and that's okay, right? You either you know, have more money to invest or have a higher conviction on Palantir. I always like to diversify, but I am super bullish on Palantir regardless. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop that thumbs up down below, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.
you.